I'm standing with my sister between empty shelves in the store outside of my hometown in Western Ukraine. I stand there with the sudden realization that nothing, literally nothing in my life, is under my control. I can't affect even a small thing such as a shopping list. And that's stupid. That's what my brain is saying to me. It is stupid to complain about the lack of my favorite bread, but at the same time looking at the pictures of bombed houses, injured people, and dead bodies in other parts of my country. It is stupid. The second day of Russian full-scale invasion, and I want my favorite bread. How selfish. It is selfish to take the last jar of dried tomatoes without knowing if my friends, who live in suburbs of Kyiv, are still alive. Think about them. Many of your friends who left everything behind and joined different helping organizations, volunteering groups, and military battalions. They haven't slept properly for more than 60 hours, basically from the very first hours of invasion. People are raising money to provide equipment for soldiers. Others establish centers for humanitarian aid, hubs for collecting food and clothes for refugees. And I can't. I cannot do anything to help. I'm standing with my sister between empty shelves in the store and complaining about bread. I really want to get rid of the voice inside of my head which is constantly saying that we cannot do anything to help. All of the struggles and efforts of your friends and relatives are useless. We cannot affect anything. We do not have control. We are not owning our lives. Maybe others can, those with big power, but not us. And you, Lesia, you are only a small part of an important mess. And it doesn't matter what you are going to do or what you did. It will not change, influence, or improve the situation in any way. How do I know that? Or why do I think like that? During the last 3 years, before the invasion, I was working as a project manager of cultural festivals. Those festivals were conducted in small towns, villages, and cities. They were organized in cooperation with people who lived in those cities. And the festivals were practical tools for local activists to make changes. Tools which they can use and see that their engagement affects the way their community looks like. So all the summer, 2021, I spent working with the local activists in Mariupol, Avdiivka, Bakhmut, Severodonetsk. And maybe you have heard the name of those cities. Yes, because all of them, each one, is now under occupation. We did not bring democracy and human engagement. People and peace are not on the agenda now. And can you imagine how it made me feel? Did it ever make sense what we did? We failed. I failed. The proof that I cannot influence or change anything was too obvious. And the thing is that you don't need to be a refugee to experience that feeling. You don't need to be a refugee to lose hope. I will not ask you to raise your hands if you are feeling hopeless now, and not just because ChatGPT advises not to force people to do that, but also because it's only you who needs the answer. And it's only you who knows how the honest answer feels. But I will share what helped me to get hope back and how it wouldn't be possible without others. Because just like the war came at my doorstep, I came to somebody's doorstep in Sweden. My host Anna and her family helped me to find my first job at the restaurant here in Stockholm. I slowly started to open up to meet people, to talk to people. I felt how they influenced my life. And maybe I influenced theirs too. With the time, the area which I could influence increased. And what really made a difference was that I started to volunteer again. First one organization, then the other. I started to believe, yet again, that that might be something I can do. I remember Benedict, a girl from Somalia who joined the course when I'm teaching dance to girls from different countries who haven't tried dancing before. She seemed to be very shy at first, but then, after attending classes for a while, she came to me and asked if I would be interested in seeing how people are dancing in her homeland. And that action was kind of example which led to the workshop where we had an opportunity to try dances from different countries. And I like to be a part of the journey which people make there. From not daring to come to classes at the very beginning to teaching dances from their countries to me later on. Reviewing my speech before this presentation, I asked myself again and again if it's valuable for others, for you, to listen to that. If there's something I can say which you can use and which can help. I don't know. I couldn't answer. But that was my story. And I've learned it in a hard way that there are many things that I cannot affect. And many things are not under my control. But I've also learned that, yes, there is always something I can influence. And I would hold on to this thought if I ever experience that feeling again. You know, the feeling which I had standing between empty shells in my hometown in Ukraine. Thank you.